welcome back to the Bunkies YouTube channel. My name is John, and today we're going to talk about chia news and some of the questions that I've been receiving. So I've gotten a ton of questions, and I love talking to you guys in the comments. I've consolidated a lot of those items into just a list here, a shorter list of about 10 that I'm going to answer your questions, point you to resources, and I'll have a table of contents down in the description, or you can just click it and go from there. All right, so let's see. First off, just a little bit of news. Chia.net, which is the official domain name for Chia, now has faucet.chia.net. Now, a faucet is essentially a way for bigger either companies or holders of Chia to donate to the singletons, like myself. It was announced, let me see here, on the Keybase by JDE5011. I'm not sure what he does for Chia, but he is one of the admins because only admins can post here. But it basically says the goal of this tool is to provide every farmer the ability to create smart contracts like the coming pool singletons, as well as pay some fees, swap contracts between pools a few times if necessary. This is a very limited grant, 100 mojo per user. Please be considerate to others. Don't spam us or we're going to shut this down. So here's the faucet here. You simply put in your address, which I've already done. Say I'm not a robot, hit submit, and it says thanks. So nothing out yet, but I'd throw your name in the hat just to see where this goes, and I'll put the link below. Okay, next. A big question I get a lot of is it possible to farm on multiple machines? And it is. Under their wiki on GitHub, it was just updated 12 hours ago. They do have a way to do this. I'm debating creating a video on this as well. I don't have multiple machines, but I can do a virtual machine and see if it works that way as well. So here are the steps here. There are plenty of videos too that have walked through this, both the CLI and the GUI version. So I might just point you in that direction. Next up, let's see, pools and replotting. So Bram Cohen is the founder or one of the co-founders of Chia, and a lot of talk on Twitter talks about replotting. So what I mean by that is when pools go live, which is about May 17th, so we got 5 days, the plots that you currently have may need to be replotted or recreated for the pools. So essentially, if you have 100 terabytes of old plots and then you want to pool, you can't count those, which I think is insane. But they said, when you read through these long threads, they wanted to get things out in the world. So let's see, we got transactions out as soon as we could, and that was a higher priority than pooling. So the network's built up huge, and then now pooling, you're going to have to either replot or do new plots to participate in the pool, and there doesn't seem to be any way around that. So we'll keep following this. We did mention pools on the other one, a video before this. A lot of people are worried about H-Pool taking over the market, pushing all of us out, and ultimately crushing the small farmer like myself, which Bram was trying to avoid. So we will see what happens with this in the coming days. Oh yeah, someone wrote me about the really cheap Raspberry Pi build. So I'll go here. I will say, just as I said a disclaimer in the video, a Raspberry Pi is slow, is what it comes down to. So when you're plotting
Thanks so much for watching the
when you're plotting on a Raspberry Pi, where is it? Right here, 4 days ago. When you're plotting on a Raspberry Pi, it's slow. There's no way around it. But a lot of people have, I have one right over here, Raspberry Pis laying around. So it is a cheaper way of doing it, but it is extremely slow. And one commenter said that a Raspberry Pi 3 without the GUI, so in CLI, does work on plotting, but they don't recommend it for harvesting. So you could do a Windows or a Mac machine as your main farmer harvester and a small Raspberry Pi cranking in the background, plotting, just trying to get more and more plots and build your farm. Let's see, what else? Next, someone asked me if I'd build a cheap ETH miner. I am looking for video cards like the rest of the world. I don't plan on just doing Chia, but I am getting into this crypto mining, that is, and farming. So I am looking for video cards. I'm debating building a metal frame, Red Panda Mining. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. Has several links to people building aluminum frames from Home Depot or Amazon. So I will do that. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below, and I will record it. If not, I'll do it without you. All right, what hard drives did you buy? I have purchased this guy right here. Now on Amazon, these aren't available. Some of them have said, I checked yesterday, that they'd be available. Oh, none of them are available right now. Nope, none are available. That they'd be available like the end of May. Like, so this one, May 23rd, but it's only a 6 terabyte. But if you got several, it'll only let you do 2. But you can get your neighbor's Amazon. He can buy it for you. But Office Depot has a sale on hard drives. And this started before the rush on Chia. So I just walked straight into an Office Depot or Office Max. They're the same thing. And this is what I bought these drives for, $159.99. I don't think they're regularly $285.99. But they only had 1 in stock on the Office Depot near me. But there was one further north that had 5 in stock. And I don't believe there's a limit with Office Depot at the time. So I purchased them probably 2 weeks ago. So I just bought it. As a worst case, I thought, hey, if HPool destroys the entire network, I can just return these. Or I can sell them on Craigslist. Or I can sell them with plots already on them. So 8 terabytes of plots. I don't know what that'd be worth or if anyone's tried it, but it's something I could consider. I don't think I will, but just to give you an idea. If you want out, fill a hard drive and sell it and move on. Or don't. So that's not financial advice by any means. And then how do I connect external hard drives via USB? So I don't have the wire, and I've showed you the wire before, but I have a USB to SATA connection, or USB 3 to SATA, and the USB cord I got, I'll link below to Amazon. But essentially, you plug it into the SATA hard drive. So here's one right here. This is just a 1 terabyte that I pulled in favor of larger 8, 10, and 12 ones. So you just plug into your SATA here, and then I'm just sitting it in. This is the plastic that comes with the hard drive. I am sitting it on a wire shelf like this, and then the USB is coming out of here and going straight in. I mean, this is just shock absorbing for shipping, but it holds it very well, and I don't have to add a frame, build a frame, zip tie it to anything. It's just sitting in the cases. And I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 plugged in, and then this one's loose because it's small, but maybe I'll throw it in the mix. All right, so, last one. A lot of people are having errors when connecting to the Chia network. And the biggest thing that fixed it for me is upgrading to 1.1.5. Did correct it. Now I seem to be falling off the network and jumping back on. So I'll come and check my farm every now and again, and it'll say not connected. And then sometimes if I restart it, it will say connected immediately. But I can't just keep restarting. I'd rather be building plots. So when I am connected, I have more plots. So I do let those finish. So I've been only queuing up maybe 1 or 2 per drive. And then if they finish, maybe restarting it. But updating to 1.1.5 fixed a ton of issues. When I went from 0.3 to 0.4, I could never get 0.4 to connect. So I do recommend that 0.5 for all computers. All right, so I try to keep this short, but there seems to be a ton of news on Chia. If you've gotten this far in the video, I'd love it if you hit that thumbs up button, help out that YouTube algorithm. Also, go ahead and hit subscribe. I plan on doing all Chia videos right now, and maybe drifting into some ETH or building a mining frame, etc. So if you want to see any of that, I'd love to talk to you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.